Hey guys, it's Kelly with Craft Room Creations. Welcome to my craft room. I am super excited today because I had ordered all of this stamping and dies and all of this stuff from Craft Room Companions, or wait, no, sorry, Crafter's Companion. And when I was stamping them with my Memento, it just was not giving me a very clear, crisp stamp. And so I decided to try, and I haven't tried it yet, but I'm going to do a comparison today with the Tuxedo Black and the Spectrum Noir Black, because this is what they use when they do all of their videos on HSN. And when I went to Crafter's Companion TV, this is what they're using. So, and it looks beautiful when they do it. So I'm hoping that this will work for me and I can get that nice clear stamp that I'm looking for. And I thought I would do like a comparison between these two inks with the different ink pads. So if you don't have an ink pad yet, but you want to get stamps from different places, you're going to know if you have to have both if you're wanting to use different kinds of ink pads or ink stamps to ink with. So I'm going to try it with Stampin' Up, and I'm going to try it with Lawn Fawn, and then of course I'm going to try it with the Crafter's Companion. So let's get started. Right now I have the Crafter's Companion. I have it in the Misty. So I've got it set up. I'm going to try first with the Memento, the Tuxedo Black. I just re-inked it, and I had re-inked it. That was the first thing that I tried when I couldn't get a clear picture off of it. Stamp it up real good. And the little mushroom house I've stamped a few times. This is the first time I've done the sentiment. So, and you can see with this Tuxedo Black, it's not giving you that really clear stamp. I could re-stamp, but I found even when I'm re-stamping several times, it's still just not giving me a really good, crisp stamp that I want before I color. So let's see what one ink up of the Spectrum Noir will do. And I'm hoping it works, because I really do love a lot of their products, and I've recently gotten a few sets, so haven't really done a lot with them because of the stamped image. At least on the stamp itself, it looks pretty much the same. So let's see what it's going to do when I stamp. Pushing down really hard, making sure all of those little details. Well, I definitely think it did a better job of making it more consistent all the way around. This, even though it's not perfect, it's did a prettier stamp image than this. So I'm pretty happy. You can see all of this is darker down here, but this didn't stamp well at all. And then when you look here, it's definitely more clear. I wonder if I do it twice, if I would like the image even better. Yeah, look at that. I love that. So this is definitely working better with the Crafter's Companion, and I wonder if maybe the material in the stamp is a little bit different, and that's why, because it's made in the UK. I'm not sure. I wouldn't think so, but you never know. I'd be happy to color that and use the die to cut that out. I think that turned out beautifully, where I haven't been happy with any of the images, just with the tuxedo black thus far. So yay, super excited. But let's see what the tuxedo black will do with which one is this? Stampin' Up! Image. So I just have a couple of Stampin' Up! Images on my Lawn Fawn block. It's from the Fairy Celebration, and I love this. Love these little fairies. So I'm going to use the tuxedo black first, and then we'll do a comparison. The tuxedo black has always been kind of my go-to because I use Copic markers, and it doesn't bleed with the Copic marker, so it stays nice and in place. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm worried about that little guy. We won't use him right now. I have just put the backs on there, and I guess it's not wanting to stick. Maybe I waited too long. I don't know. I've never had a problem with my Stampin' Up! Stamps before. But you can see how beautiful her image is just on there. Even all that detail. I kind of wanted a sentiment, but I'm going to have to maybe play with that and see what I've done wrong. So I've cleaned it off just with the chamois. And let's try the Spectrum Noir. See if we get that same crisp image. I actually I really love how that Spectrum Noir picked up just the really fine, thin lines. You can see her toes. Let me bring that closer to the camera. See how with the tuxedo black kind of blends in all of her little toes and all of those little features. And look how crisp this is. And her fingertips. Wow, I love that. Even her hair. Very cool. All right, I love that. So let's try one more and let's see how Lawn Fawn stamps do with this. And I have some other, but I think, you know, three is going to give us a really good idea of how these are going to stamp. And we will use a sentiment and an elephant. With Lawn Fawn, it's not as much detail. On most of their stamps, they're not really detailed, but we'll use the mouse and the elephant, and let's see, we'll just put thank you, or big wishes. Let's do big wishes. We're not really going to use any of this, just a test. So we'll pick it up with the Misty. Let's do the Mementos first. Uh-oh. Not enough magnets on that? Bring that down a little bit. We'll do the Memento first. Oh my goodness. I am really trying to go too fast, I think. I need to slow down a little. Let's grab the cheese. I don't know if y'all saw that, but I have the sentiment upside down, so doesn't really work that way, does it? Okay, and this stamp set that I'm using from Lawn Fawn is Ellie Selfie. It's kind of small print. But you can see that really crisp image. Love that. Let's flip it over just so we get a really good side-by-side comparison. And clean it off with the Misty just so that we're just getting the Spectrum Noir ink on there. Make sure all the residue is gone. And try this. But I'm loving how thin the lines are with the Spectrum Noir. So that's exciting. If you're wanting a lot of detail, boy, it really gives it. Maybe I'm pushing too hard with the tuxedo black, but I was putting just as much pressure. So well, that's going to stamp kind of over that. Let's move this up just a little so we're not overlapping. And yeah, I mean, I think with that, it's really similar, very similar. Again, the thing that I'm noticing between these two stamps, and I hope that you can pick it up on the camera, this one isn't a lot of difference, but the line is a little thinner, making it a little crisper on those elephants. But boy, you can definitely tell the difference between these two stamped images with the Stampin' Up! With all of their details and that fairy. So I'm really loving this stamps, this ink pad. I really love it. So they have a lot of different kinds. They have like 3 shades that are right below each other, kind of like Copic does, or even their Spectrum Noir pens, where you can blend, but you can use the stamp pad to do a dark, light, and lighter over top of. So I may try that next because I really am impressed with how crisp this stamp is. The next test will be to see how the Copic markers work with it. So if you enjoyed this video, if it was helpful to you, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I hope you have a great rest of the day.